Mojela a little frustrated.
Ramallah as well. AMAZULU can't play. They're a team that can play.
Now a bit of pace. The two number twos up against each other. Kotola gets past Mobi. Clearance made fairly comfortably by Matsimbi, but this is a very exciting footballer. He's going to be potentially one of the stars of the campaign if he can continue the form that he showed in the last.
Raised the feet of Mobi to trip him.
Now Khadebe steals it away. Good pass! Oh, and a little touch in there for Ngwenya. It seemed somehow easier to score than to put it over the bar, but that must go down as a golden opportunity. Watch Khadebe here, just takes advantage. The defender, or Mojela, was waiting for the backspin almost to fall for him.
Now, what does Ngwenya does wrong here? I think he uses the right foot, which I think there was nothing wrong with that, but I think he almost places the outside of the...
It's the closest they've come to a final appearance. AMAZULU, as you mentioned earlier, were in the final 4 years ago, losing by a single goal. Monokule Saleng, who's been in the news over the last 24 hours, scored for Pirates on that day. He has another opportunity. Ngwenya! But Ngwenya was taking no chances. A lot of hesitancy in that SEKHUKHUNE defense, and the Zimbabwean punishes the visiting team.
Listen, I know it's a beautiful goal by Ngwenya, but there was an incident of a clash of heads, a head injury that could have maybe been viewed by the referee, which wasn't, and I think that's where the hesitance started from SEKHUKHUNE, not being able to really focus on the game.
That's
but
what
instead,
you're talking about,
yes,
right there.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, that would have been given, but great work by AMAZULU, who took full advantage of the situation.
Now, would that have been a penalty there? That challenge on Maktokola from Mobi. But Ngwenya wasn't going to wait for the win. Just Hanamub and Keegan Allen left in the half along with the goalkeeper. Phillies does well. Now Zikali, early ball. Anywhere will do. A little unconventional in defence from SEKHUKHUNE, from Matsimbi. Well, they take it quickly. They're nice and busy, Zikale, looking for Khadebe. Now then, have an opportunity here again. That ball just gets away in the end from Mbanjwa. Allen up to Ngwenya. Good hold up there by the striker. Support from Khadebe. He's going to go to the byline, into the penalty area. Going to pull it back, and it is a corner kick for AMAZULU. Again, finding it fairly easy to cut their way through the SEKHUKHUNE defence. Not being impressive at the back.
To be successful, things have got to be better in that middle part, but AMAZULU has been very strong. The numbers obviously not permitting.
Mokoane now, is he going to try the shot? Yes, he is! Gets a deflection and has the goal. SEKHUKHUNE are back level before the break. Perhaps with a touch of good fortune, but in the back of the net, nevertheless.
What makes me funny is that there hasn't been too many shots, but you got to forgive, you got to feel for the goalkeeper who was sold out here by that deflection. It was a great shot, but I'm not sure if it was going to beat him had it not taken a deflection. He sets it up and is striking, and also it bobbles just in front of him, but already they'd taken the deflection.
As a close touch, little back heel in search of Ngwenya. Khadebe into the middle. Mobi made a good interception, or was it Coupe? Now, Morano, that's a lovely little ball in. This time Mobi puts it away for a corner.
And that header was so necessary because there were two AMAZULU players beginning to base their game on transition football, so they're not holding much into the game. Their build-up play has since disappeared, gone throughout the window, but instead it is SEKHUKHUNE.
Ramallah will take this corner. Low to the near post, chance at the back, and a goal! And they've come from behind to take the lead.
Is it Coupe?
It's Gilmore Coupe with his second appearance in the colours of Siwelele, and a big smile for the new signing from Uppington.
Far post, left-hand guarded. Coupe obviously anticipated better. He just presents himself with the opportunity. It's an easy tap-in. I don't think there was much Kawase could do with that one way too deep. It wasn't, the near post wasn't properly covered. Yeah, I think Hadebe is the first one that couldn't quite clear it.
Now, SEKHUKHUNE in the driving seat, and as William has been saying, deservedly so, because they're the team on the front foot. Here comes Ramala. Can he add another? Ramala! Oh my word! Left footer! That's a cracker. A third goal for SEKHUKHUNE. And the home side are falling apart here.
That was a smack in the face. And Ramala, I spoke about him being a left-footed player, nobody plays wide on the left, but this inverted approach works out beautifully because he keeps dropping the shoulder to the right and going to the left, and then eventually it opens up for him. Wow, given too much space. Maybe Keegan should have done a lot better, but he kept backtracking, giving him more time to think about what he was going to do next. Oh, that's a bullet.
Pulled the trigger. He scored a single goal last season in November. It's been a while for
the runners up front hasn't been working. If anything, it made it easy for SEKHUKHUNE to be able to deal with. Maybe a little bit of a change now.
It's raining goals in Chatsworth.
Unbelievable. That is fantastic football. What a good reply for AMAZULU. This couple of balls delivered into that box hasn't been coming from AMAZULU. With a little bit of combination on that far side, Marcus, I think
it was all the defenders, let me tell you. It was Alan, it was Phillies. They were putting it together on the right-hand side.
Wow, great goals, great goals. Once again, I don't think much Buthelezi could do in that moment.
Looks as if it almost came off his shoulder. Ngwenya, how much of it? No, free kick opportunity here for AMAZULU. Hanamo with that left foot. They're moving all the big boys forward. He's going to leave it here for Hadebe. It's a bit low on the edge of the area. Dealt with fairly comfortably.
Can you believe it, Clearson? How many minutes have we got?
Oh, we said it was raining goals. It's become a hailstorm now.
Wow, you've been predicting the rain coming out later. You didn't realize it was going to come right in the field of play.
Tariq Phillies claims number 3. And we are back level pegging. It was Phillies at the back post to set it up. Allen was in there. He played it back, and Phillies just swung his foot and put it into the back of the net.
I mean, Zimdaga's delivery on this far side that finds...
Good turn here. Kawase makes the save. Now, here's Mokoena off the chest for Ngwenya. Chance here for Ndaka. Needed a first touch. Oh, Buthelezi makes the save. And Mokoena was inches away for a goal.
Now, the youngster gets a touch. It's a chest back.
Ndaka's first touch let him down a bit here.
Yes, yes.
That's a great save. And straight at the goalkeeper. Good clearing header away. Tariq Phillies read that well. He's had a wonderful opportunity, this young man. Had one effort saved by Buthelezi. And that's an excellent chance. And here's Ngwenya now! Straight at Buthelezi. What's happened in the defense of SEKHUKHUNE?
Panic-stricken. It's the only word that maybe I can use to describe.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
From TS Galaxy, I know you always get this thing around to getting this type of information. I'm just thinking, if I remember very well, an impact in the offensive part of the field in that nature. Massive for the youngster, I'm sure that he can build on.
Zikani's done well to recover. There's a chance. Makaktola saved by Buthelezi again. That was on target. Kuni up as Zwane has still got some gunpowder in the turret that he could possibly use. Ramabu by Hanamuk. Vandala pushing forward. Here's Letlapa. Oh, what a goal! Left-footed thriller. That is an absolute cracker from Letlapa. Well, we've seen some good goals today, but I'll tell you what, with the angle on that one, that is absolutely superb.
Indeed. Indeed. That's a beautiful, well-struck ball with precision of the highest order. Very likely coming from Kawase as a reaction. But once again, for me, a little bit of a build-up. You know, it eventually opens up. And at stage when AMAZULU were also bouncing back with their own build-up,